This is a story about life, about struggle, about success. Not just mine, but yours too. Because whether you see it now or not, we're all trading something every single day. Time, energy, choices. That's life. That's trading. I wasn't always here. I wasn't always the guy you see on your screen. I started out just like most people, uncertain, broke, doubting the system, doubting myself. But one thing kept me going, the belief that life's biggest opportunities aren't given, they're taken, and I took mine. See, trading isn't just about charts, candles, or currencies. It's about discipline, patience, and the courage to bet on yourself. It's about understanding that every loss is a lesson and every win is a stepping stone. It's about the grind, the sleepless nights, the early mornings, and that voice in your head telling you to keep going when the rest of the world says stop. But let me tell you something. This journey didn't start with success. It started with failure. More failures than I can count. I remember sitting in front of my screen, watching the markets eat me alive, thinking maybe this isn't for me. But deep down, I knew it wasn't about the markets. It was about me. My mindset, my choices, my willingness to adapt, to learn, and to grow. The truth is, trading is a mirror. It shows you who you really are. It forces you to face your fears, your doubts, and your limits. But it also shows you your potential if you're brave enough to see it. I'm here now because I refuse to quit, because I learned to see every loss as a stepping stone, every setback as a setup for a comeback. And if there's one thing I want you to take away from this, it's this. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be persistent. Success isn't about getting it right all the time. It's about staying in the game long enough to win. This isn't just a stream. This is a movement. A space where we don't just talk about markets. We talk about life, about growth, about becoming the best version of yourself, not just as a trader, but as a person. Because the truth is, the charts don't care about you, but this community does. I do. And together, we're gonna rise. So, take a deep breath, clear your mind, and get ready. This is where traders are made. This is where dreams are built. And this is where your story begins. Let's get it. What's the deal, man? All right. We are live. How's everyone doing? You guys survived the night?
What's good? What's good?
What up, what up, what up? I'm kind of tight. I spent the last 40 minutes trying to get this fucking the signal bot to work. Just fucking worked on it last week. I got a weird thing. Like every time I turn off my terminal and turn it back on, I gotta restart the bot. It's kind of tight. I was like, all right, we didn't have a trade all weekend. Let's get a banger in this morning. Bang. Not on the bot. But it is kind of tight. I hopped onto the Zoom, about to be like, all right, do we even stream today? And then I see there was nothing sent out. Like, fuck! Guess we streamed today. What's up, Therapy? Santos, what's going on? What's going on, fellas? What do we have today? Let me turn down Fox News over here.
What's good, brother? What's up, man? What's up? So we got orange folders, but that's about it. Cook got cooked, markets moved, and on to the next one, right? No red folders today. I'm not too worried about anything, or maybe consumer confidence, but it's an orange folder. I don't know. I think by 10 o'clock, Trump will say something. Trump will impose substantial additional tariffs on all countries with digital taxes. That's crazy. Good luck. GL. Hey, welcome soy sauce. Soy sauce. Chillin' my youth. What's going on? Wagwan. Chillin'. Habanos Leo? I don't know what the fuck that even means. But sure. That song gets me hyped in the morning. Yeah. Let's get a little charting done here. So here's the deal. Last night we came down and flipped bullish and drove up through all of this and had a celery play on the daily, right? So over the weekend on Friday, we've closed bullish. We've closed above the range. On the weekly, we've closed bullish at a support. On the daily, we've closed bullish above the range. But we closed at a resistance level. So what happened? We ranged through Monday, right? Grabbed the bottom wick here on Tuesday and had a celery play on the daily to break the highs here and come up. So now that we've had the celery play, I would consider us bullish once we broke these highs over here. Once we broke these highs over here, I would consider us bullish. No, we've come down back to support here, which is what I was looking at, or what we were looking for in the Asian session. Unfortunately, we never got a support here, but we did get it in London session, right? Peak London, 3 a.m. And then we retested it here for New York session, New York Open. So at 7 a.m. I had buys here. We closed for around 30 pips. And then it just smashed right through it in one 30-minute candle, one 15-minute candle. Now, let's remove everything we got here. Now, I would bring our level down here if we ever want to come back down there. We do have a level here, right? It's hard to see it right on the hourly. You did kind of close above it. Almost right at it. Yeah, I think you respected it on a 30. Yeah, 30 respected that level. That's the most recent level. So the overall is up here for this range. But you would need to close below this area to look for sells. We did not close below this most recent area. So what are we doing? We're waiting for either more closures above the range. Let me see. So you would want to close above here. Right, you've pulled back. Now if you get any kind of closure above there, you're just looking for, you're not waiting for any more candles to print. You're waiting for that very next candle to give you a bottom wick. And we're looking to come up. It's created a range here. So it won't be overextended as it's driving up here. Right, New York just opened. So if we do get this closure, then we're going to need a bottom wick here. And it's off to the races. Hold on a second. Chat. Does this look like a heart? Alright, so let's just get this closure above here. It's very small range here. Alright, just tested resistance, came down here, did not close back in range, kind of in limbo. Let's see if we can close above here, and then we'll look to retest these highs. Right there. I wonder if we could also get a celery play coming down here if we start breaking these lows, or do I want a closure? We're so bullish every time frame. All right, we're coming up here. We got 10 minutes here for the start. It's COMEX open right now, 8:20. So the Mercantile Exchange just opened. Hold on a second. Let me walk my kids out. School time. All right, they gone. Party time. Party. And 40 pips here. Good morning. Oh, Jay in the building. What's up, Jay? Where were you last night? Huh? Huh? What happened to you? Coming up here on 8:30. Can we close above? I mentioned last week, this week I'll be unavailable and traveling with my visiting family, and then I'll have Bianca's baptism this weekend. I'll only be on Zoom this week. Okay. Okay. Nice. Very nice. It's important. Gotta do what's important. Priorities.
Jay trying to make some money. That's what he's trying to do. Don't got time for no
He ain't even
conversation.
trying. He's just making the money.
You ain't got time for no conversation. I caught some pips this morning on that London session. On that sale. 65 pips.
You trading all 3 sessions?
Nah, he's on trade agent. I'm usually asleep. I
Gotcha.
trade London at work.
Makes sense. Ooh. We might get some sell. Watch it hit the celery plate to come down here. I won't take that. I won't take the rebreak out of lows here, but I would take it if we close below the range. Remember? Stories. Honestly, it would make sense here to close below or above. Just don't think we're getting it. We got 2 minutes. Let's see what happens. Strong resistance. We've bounced off here 1, 2, 3. It's our 4th time here. Well, let me get my lighter. Lock in here. We might not. We might have positions. We might not. We need to close outside these ranges. Where the fuck am I? No lighters. I'm living with matches. Match full world. 1 minute here. Look at this shit. Ooh, 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 ooh. And no cigar. Close, but no cigar. We need a bottom wick here. Otherwise, it tells me there's no range and we're going to come back up. That's pretty fucking ugly. Ooh, you're disgusting. I love it. Alright, I guess we're going to wait some more. It's the part of the market that makes traders strong. This is the annoying part of the market. There are some positions that just fall in your lap, like this one here, like this one here, like this one here. But right, 930 right here. Look at that NYC open, support, break at a high. Like, there's some positions that fall in your lap, and then there are tough ranges like this, tough closures like this. The 30 has a bottom wick. The 15 though, that is disgusting. I wonder when Trump's going to speak today. Speaks every day, so maybe at noon, maybe at 10. There's times when he speaks at like 8 in the morning. I'm like, when the fuck does this? Like, he's trading all 3 sessions, 100%. $130 watching, only 30 likes. Leave a like. Only $130 watching? Yeah. It must be really difficult to get here. Like we need a better location. Right? Motherfuckers just get lost on the way. Just bump into other shit. Like, ooh, a bear riding a motorcycle. Ooh, a boat fail. Someone drowning. A singing squirrel. You guys get lost on the way here. No attention span. 150? Oh shit, some of them found their way. Hello guys, greets from Germany. What's up, Germany? Not the best place to live at the moment? Why? You guys have open borders? What happened during Asian? What was this fly up? Cook. Got cooked. Right? Trump fired what was she the president or the director of the board of governors? Something like that. Didn't hear about the US guy in Dresden? Oh, the one that stood up for 2 girls and they fucking chopped off his nose? That guy? What's up, Nia? Is he even allowed to fire her? Yeah. He did it. He fucking did it. I mean, that's his thing, right? Like, you're fired. That's what he does. Man, we are slowly creeping down here. I wonder, are we going to re-break the lows, re-break the highs? What are you going to do? Sup, fella? What's going on, James? How are you? Well, damn, I heard she said she ain't resigning, so I don't even know. No, what do you mean? She gone. They changed the locks. She's out of there. Deuces.
You may hate me, but it ain't no lie. Baby, bye, bye, bye.
That's right. I want my music back. Green, what are you doing at night? My got too big. He's got to send fucking body doubles for Asian session. Stunt double. Don't worry, I'll be there tonight. What happened to work tonight? I don't want nobody. I don't want nobody, baby. What's this? No access. The link is to a server channel you don't have access to. If you're a mod and you don't have access to it, create a ticket or send or tag. I think Spectral or Danger. Can they? I think they can add you. They have the power. Both haven't replied. All right, let's do this after. I got a lot of submissions to do. I'll probably hit me up after stream and I'll do that with you too. I gotta submit everybody's accounts so I can start doing more giveaways this week. Yeah, we haven't done giveaways since what? Thursday? Since Wednesday of last week, almost a week. But yeah, I want to get everybody's accounts out before I start doing that. So today, I'm gonna finish that up. Well, we hold this resistance. We're going to come back down. We just need this 15 to close because the previous 15 didn't have a bottom wick. If this one gives that bottom wick, we break the lows. We're breaking the 5-minute support. We're breaking the 15-minute lows, the 30-minute. The hourly's re-breaking its own. So wouldn't mind that because we have rejections coming from the upside, and the resistance is here, right? We were coming up into a resistance, not into a support. We got 4 minutes on this 15 closure. Cracker Barrel rebranding. Why? Who gives a shit? Anybody here go to eat at a Cracker Barrel?
Yep.
You enjoy it?
It's all right. Cracker Barrel is one of those places you hit when you're on the road.
Yeah, when you're on the road.
It's right off the freeway, and it's decent eating. Better than picking up some fast food or something. That's about it. Usually breakfast for me. Other than that, I don't think I've been.
I went to a Cracker Barrel once, and then I was kicking myself that I drove past Chili's, past fucking, the Longhorns.
Oh, no.
Just to end up at a Cracker Barrel. I was like, never again.
No, the best time to go to Cracker Barrel is breakfast. That's the best meal for Cracker Barrel.
Fuck that. It sucked. You know why I think it sucked? It probably wasn't bad, but it sucked because I skipped over so many better places. I was like, nah, what am I doing?
Can't go past Longhorn and then go back to Cracker Barrel. No.
Man, it was terrible.
They got a decent breakfast though. They do. I'll give them that. I've never been for lunch and dinner and none of that stuff, and never wanted to. But breakfast, yeah.
Oh man, I don't know. I'll never go back there ever in my life. I hit up the dollar menu before Cracker
biscuits
Barrel.
and gravy, which I don't do. Biscuits and gravy and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, they do all that real good. I don't eat that, but like I said, it's pretty good, decent breakfast. They got turkey sausage, basic eggs, all that other stuff. But I never even desired to go for lunch or dinner.
Steak. God damn it, steak for breakfast.
Well, not there.
A5 Wagyu. Shit.
I can do some Longhorns.
Yeah, man. I like Longhorns. I like Longhorns because they all know me there.
I think we were in Cleveland, and the Longhorns was literally right outside the hotel parking lot. You just walked right to it. It was beautiful.
Yeah. It's good for some quick steak for lunch. If you want to eat healthy, you get a salmon and broccoli and
salmon, broccoli. Yeah, you get you a little steak and shrimp combo, baked potato, and some broccoli. Get you a couple drinks. You're good to go.
Hell yeah! I'm going to Longhorns in about an hour and a half now. I'll be on my way. Fucking starving Marvin now. You listed all this food, bro. Decisions. Bougie, you already know this channel size stream on the Food Network. Bougie don't eat nothing in the morning except for fruits. He's having like 3 or 4 fruit bowls right now, right? whole bunch of fruit and then a lot of food in the evening is what I remember he was saying. Any restaurant near your hotel is fire typically. The metabolism booster foods. I think just, yeah, eating often and healthy, not big portions, boosts your metabolism. And that's what you really want. You really want a quick metabolism. This way, you know, shit don't stick around. Like, you lose that weight. So you
Keep it
train your
moving.
body. You train your body
Keep it
to
moving.
for fast metabolism, which means you eat often, not a lot. It's constantly breaking. It's constantly breaking down food over the day, and then and it's not struggling if it's quality food and you're consistently breaking it down. You just teach your body to have quick metabolism, and then over time you don't have to eat as often, but it'll still have fast metabolism. Bougie getting grapes fed to him since he got that payout. A huge W, by the way. Yeah, congrats to Bougie. You may explain quick in a few words what's your strategy? Yeah, price action. Closures outside the ranges or respect to the ranges, right? And I'll be able to tell by the way the candles form at those ranges. Like, I tried to box myself into like a single. Yeah, 15 closed above here. This is trash. I try to box myself into a single strategy, but over time, it's just, and knowing a lot of these things, it's kind of hard to avoid everything you know. Like, so try not to really, you know, I don't trade this strategy or that strategy. Like, I don't really put myself in that box. I trade every strategy, everything that coincides with, you know, with what I'm doing. A lot of stuff here has been just developed over the last, you know, 5 years. In-house. All right, first with Don, then over time on our own. Steak and lobster mac at Fleming's coming soon. How soon? Damn. It's over an hour left on this 4-hour closure. And the previous 4-hour did close bearish, so we could just grab orders here and come down. Try to book on your calendar. This calendar URL is not valid. It's closed right now. Like, right, I've just been going through some health issues, and I've closed it off until I'm better. And my arm has been feeling better, except for this weekend when I got really sick. And when I was sick, it just felt the arm. I felt it. Because if I don't stretch it or if I don't work out, it gets really bad. I'm thinking of starting the gym again. What's today? 8/26 in September. So yeah, next week. This is the last week of August, right? The last week of summer. And then we're into the last month of Q3. It's my birthday next month. And I think somewhere in the beginning of September, I'll start going to the gym. And I think after my birthday is when I'll reopen the one-on-ones and the Calendlies and maybe the Saturday webinars. I've been out of it all summer. Summer wasted. Wasted with summer. Just couldn't do shit. No progress. Just pain. But hopefully that's behind us. I think if we could form resistance here on the hourly closure, we can have some sells in the next hour. Right? Respected this resistance on the 15. Found a support. Now we're going to break support. Close below it on the 15. The 30 keeps pulling away from this area. You know, we're making lower lows, lower highs. The 1 hour is going to close respecting this area. Right? If it closes like this. And the previous 4 hours still bearish. And we've already made this top. Can we start heading down? If we can, it'll be the break of the lows of the previous 1 hour. And if that's the case, we might be looking at... Okay. Might be looking at 45 pip stops. We shall see. Maybe it'll be current candle. But I like this. 8 minutes here. And then we might have some positions. Zoom door. Hodor! Hodor! Yeah, that used to be big. Used to. I remember you used to say Hodor, and like people that you don't know from down the block will be like Hodor. Anywhere you hold the door for somebody, you'd be at a Starbucks, you hold the door and somebody would be like Hodor. You're like, man, I'm not holding this door for nobody, man. Hodor. Randomly. Yeah, and everyone knew what the person meant. Wasn't even a question. Oh, man. Back in the day ski. Anyone watching the new one? The second show? Anyone? House of the Dragon, yeah. Yeah, you know, because of COVID, they stopped filming. And it gave me a chance to catch up on everything. So I've watched all of it up until all of it. I just watched all of it, and I heard they're filming a new season right now. So I'll be watching it. I'm waiting on so many shows for the new season. Waiting on a lot of shows. Might have to check it out. Captain, Commander, General. Damn, how many titles do you have? How many stars you got? Buy or sell? I'm looking for sells here, but just as long as this doesn't run down right now. 5 minutes to go. or drives down right now. Said not enough stars. No bottom wick again, bro. No, we got a lot of time left. There's 4 minutes, 45 seconds left. Even if there was 30 seconds left, that's a lot of time. It's just in the next 4 minutes, you might be somewhere down here. Nah, I mean, yeah, coming down, coming down. 3 minutes. Yep, there it is. It's all good. Just more waiting. Maybe you set up again for NYC Open, which is in 35 minutes. So, right? Maybe you set up for London close, which is in 2 hours. You know, it's early. It's fairly early. There we go. The 200 are here. The 200. W. People at the Zoom door, welcome. Where are you from? Right near the beach, boy. Look, statistically, out of the 200 people watching, how much will become profitable? 2. But that's statistically in the industry. I think it's a lot more when it comes to the streams. I think anyone that's following like the stream here is, I think it's a lot better. I think it's a lot better than the industry success rate. So maybe like 10, I'd say 15. Yo, look, see, literally in the next 3 minutes, I said we could be somewhere over here at 1918, where we just tapped. What do we tap? 19. 19 on the dot. Me from Pa. Oh, from PA? Where in PA? You in Philly? Or are you in the Poconos? Or where are you? Pittsburgh? Streams is more. Yeah, it's got to be more because there's some kind of structure. So are we just going to bounce in this range for 2 days? 3 days? What are we doing here? Are we in sales? No. HR. We are not in sales. We're in service actually, not in sales. It's more of a service position. There's no sells here. The market's come down already from resistance. All you needed was a little close below here. Never got it. And yeah, what we were looking at before was like this, right? You get the closure below, but you don't have a bottom wick. So you're expecting next candle to come up. It comes up, closes back in range. You're expecting the market now to come back up here, right? If you want positions. What does it do? It just melts on the next candle. So there's nothing here. Scranton. That statistic comes from thousands of people who don't follow anything and just gamble. Agreed. Yeah, 100%. It includes those plus us, plus it includes everybody. But yeah, I think maybe more. I think streams a good quarter review are probably already profitable. There's got to be I know I know at least 10 people here that are profitable on streams. So and this is just random. It's not like, you know, people. It's just the people that I've seen, you know, show what they have or what they've done, or people that have sent me stuff in the DMs. It's, you know, maybe even more, like 15, 20. And it wasn't like that before. I think the hourly closed over there. I think maybe a year or two ago, it definitely wasn't like that. This is just so fucking disgusting. Why does it look like this? If others are part of that 1%, you can too. They're not better than you unless you let them. Don't be controlled by the 1%. Well, outwork them. You can actually affect these things by outworking people, right? Oh, how bad do you want it? But when, you know, outwork them means put in your time on the charts. You can't force the charts. The market's not gonna be open on the weekend because you need it to be, right? You can't sit there through, you know, through 1 to 5 p.m. and be like, all right, you know, I've gained a lot of value. I mean, maybe you will, but that's not what you're looking to trade, right? Ranging with the huge Asian pump? No, it's dumping after a huge Asian pump. It's just correcting. I also feel like it's going to correct this whole move here. I don't even feel like it. Just if we get these closures below here, that's what it's going to be doing. This is clean movement. problem I had when I first started was hard work in trading and hard work in other aspects of life is so different. Yeah, for sure. Like putting in the time here, you know, is not hard work. You got to put in the effort. You got to put in your brain power. You got to become somebody different in trading. You got to become more patient than you were. You think you were patient before trading? That's nothing until you learn to trade. I don't know any other I mean industry, activity, sport, whatever it is, or you know, job where you need to display more patience than you do here. Maybe as a cop, right? But like you got to display a lot of patience here. PhD, my experiments used to fail 1,000 times before getting it right. Yeah. Anything, right, that you're trying to get to work, that you're trying to optimize, it's going to take many attempts before success. Trading requires discipline, which most people fail to follow in other aspects of life, and they expect to make it in trading. Yeah, because, you know, there are things that just require your knowledge. They're easy to apply. It's just like, you know, it's just, you need to know it, and then, you know, it's easy to apply. And over here, it's the application of the knowledge that's difficult, right? And patience is a part of that, applying patience, right? A lot of our edge comes from being patient. It's a large part of your edge. You need to be patient, wait for your position, and when that position shows up, you need to act on it. Like, it requires all of that. Trading on the practice account market always does the opposite, and I always end up having perfect sniper entries, except it goes the opposite. Because when you start, you learn, right? What everybody learns. And if everybody loses, like, you know, that means maybe like what you were learning in the beginning doesn't work. But everyone gets sent through the same ringer, the same bullshit, right? Yeah, learning a strategy is the easiest thing you can do here. The rest is up to you. Yep. Thing I struggle with is drawing the line between discipline and underconfidence while taking trades. Well, you'll miss enough positions to be like, all right, no, I'm done missing this shit. Yeah, it'll happen. Like, just like you overtrade and you take too many positions and you get sick and tired of your own shit and you're like, all right, I'm done with all this like unnecessary trade and let me step back, let me really evaluate what I'm doing. Same thing with, you know, lacking confidence in entering a position. Good old kefir. People at the Zoom door. Gotcha. What time Baba Trump dropping the deuce? I don't know. Really want to stand top on consistency rule? You just got to be consistent. think this is the initial area where we can reject. So I don't have sells below this area, but I think if we hold this area, we can look for buys. Farzo in a straitjacket. Amazing. So, can we hold here at 9:15? So at 9:30, we can look. Can we do this here? So at 9:30, we can do this. Very similar to yesterday. Look when that support held yesterday, right here. Very similar how this range played out here. You had the range. Same thing, we have our range. This was 9:30 on the dot, right? So can we get this at 9:30 here? Could you see a 4-5 AUG price action on there? I'm not sure what you mean. I don't know what 4-5 AUG. Yep. This was 9:30. Oh, August. Oh, I don't care about that. Happened too long ago. Yeah, the market's moved through these ranges already since then. Different levels, new level. I mean, yeah, and the thing is, people tend to put the same levels in their orders over time. So do companies and you know, different firms and, you know, the market movers, countries. How do you decide if a level that is far back is relevant? I go by the most recent, and if we driven through there. Like you see, we've cleared out all these orders that were here. We've driven through them, driven up through here. Like we've driven through it here. Like all the orders that were there, they've been cleared out. If there was an order here, it got taken. If it was a buy or a sell, whatever it was here in these ranges, when it was here, right? August 4th right there. Since then, bang, bang, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's like the market's driven through here plenty of times. Boys in the buzz, let buzz. You see any like candles for there to be buys? Gold is going to sell. To sell? We don't know that. We can assume that, but we don't know it. I don't know, star trading. What all strategies work for automated? Bought especially for gold. Bought, you mean? I have no idea. Don't be lazy. Benny, come on, man. Come on. They're climbing all over me. Benny, down. Come on. It's getting old here. It's getting really old, bro. Gotta wash my hands now. Move, man. Me dirty every time. Fried chicken. You can't have this. It's fried. Come on. Get in here. Benny. Let's go. Outside. Go. Go. Yeah, that leftover. That leftover Wingstop. That's it. What dog breed is Benny? Benny, come here. Come here. They want to know what breed you are. Let's go. Let's say hi. Come on. Hop on. Let's go. Oh, yeah. No, no, no. Yo. Hey. Hey. Come on. He's an XL bully. Yo. Dumbass. Look, look. He's got two different color eyes. He's got a blue eye and a green eye. Hey. Look here. Look here. Hey. Look up. He's eating my treads. Go. Go. Get the hell off me. Get off me. Get off me. You have a bully named Bonnie? Nice. Oh, this. How much does Bonnie weigh? This guy's like 125 pounds right now. He's only one. I'm afraid to think how big he's gonna be at 2 or 3. He the same breed as Green? Yeah. Benny's like 2 Bonnies in weight. I'm a dog. 9:30 about to be here, 4 minutes away, and Doesn't look too great. Got a big top wick here. Remember, like last night. Indecision candle. See this one? They had a small bottom, a small top wick. Rejected heavy from the downside. Closed above the range. Small top wick. It's got to make that rejection. Over here, it's already rejected from the upside. And, you know, the wicks here are basically even. So, like, this is an indecision candle here. In this 30. Hey, your head's too heavy. He just came over and just laid down on my lap. Yo. Knock knock. Hello. Anybody home? Bro, can you get off me? That's the shit I don't like. Yo, sneezing. Yo. What happened to his ears? They chop him. They cut him. They cut his ears off. See? No ears. Hey. Show him your ears. See, he's got no ears. They're cut off right there. I don't know. It's the weird shit breeders do. They didn't give me a say. But he can hear you fine? Yeah, I mean, he's got ears. It's just, you know how dogs' ears work? You know, if you clean your dog's ears and you stick like the Q-tip really far, it doesn't hurt them. Because their ear canal is like this. It curves and then it goes like, you'll never hurt them no matter how much you dig in their ear. Because it's not like humans. And so like this is only just the floppy part of his ear. No, like his ear canal, everything. It's just the top part. It's like for you, if somebody cuts off the part of the ear where like you put your earrings, right? Like you can still hear, just can't wear any earrings. wear them through your, fuck, god damn it. Ears are gone. What are you gonna do? Nipples. Get big hoops in the nipples. Right? And then you can put towels through them. His and her towels. Right through the through the hoops. Just like, you know. Look like one of those shower sets. Ooh, how are we gonna close? We did not look good on the 15 here, but the 30 looks good. Let's see. Let's get a bottom wick here. We're going to have buy stops here. Wow, it looked like shit a second ago. The 15 looks terrible. But the 30 is not bad. And it's NYC open. We need a lower wick. Once it breaks the low, we could have set a buy stop. Yeah, and you can't take this as it's coming up, right? You don't have a top wick on the previous candle. So there's a high likelihood this flips and comes down. But if you don't get this push up, right, and if you get this to hold, yeah, if this made a bottom wick, we would have been in here on the break of the 30 high. Well, I feel like it's been like that in the peak of sessions and outside of volume time, and it's actually set up perfectly. No position? Of course not. Definitely not. Not with that 15 closure and this one opening up to the upside with no bottom wick. The 30 looks good only if we made this bottom wick. Once it makes that bottom wick, I would have been confident in the drive up for a full range push. Let's see. The daily here has been slowly but surely going back down. 26 minutes for the 4-hour close. Previous 4-hour closed bearish. If this one can flip and close bearish below the range, that almost guarantees the next hourly, the next 2 hours of us filling this range down. If the higher time, if the 4-hour closes below here, that would be also the hourly. That's the 30 closure after attempting to drive up. Yeah, the daily might start flipping and making its way down. You know what? The 15 here yesterday, it looked like this as well. 9:15. Unfortunately, the 30 gave you what you need here and did not give you what you need here. More of the biology class as we wait. Biology's not that bad. It's once you start getting into like organic chemistry that shit goes haywire. Well, I guess we're not left with much to do but roll another J. Right after we eat some of this hot lemon. Lemon hot. Benny, go hang out outside. Go play with your friends. Have you seen Breaking Bad? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And then I also watched the movie. What's it called? El Camino? You're a chemistry major? Damn. It's crazy. My mother was an organic chemistry professor and teacher for 30 years, 35 years. Ergo Chem 1 and 2 with labs with death. Yeah. Graduating this September. Nice job. Head and Shoulders almost playing out in the 15 close above 34.28. I would not mind closing above here. I just would not take the first closure. I would need a resistance to form and a pullback and then break of that resistance. That's crazy. I just saw. Did you guys see this Uber driver knock out the people riding in this car? Came out, head butted him, and then fucking wailed him. Dude was holding a dog. All of a sudden, he's not holding nothing. That's crazy. There goes his job. And then, what's his name? Rampage Jackson's son. You guys seen that? Raja? I don't know. His name is Raja.
That was crazy.
He jumped in the fucking ring behind it. Yeah,
Yeah.
he almost
Crazy.
killed him. If they didn't stop him, he would have killed him because he kept fucking punching him in the face while he was unconscious.
Man,
It looked terrible.
it was horrible. Even when he flipped him, you could just see the wind up he put on it before he hit the ground. It was just
Yeah, he made sure it wasn't like he didn't fall on his feet. He made sure his head would get slammed. No, he wasn't on no drugs, bro. The dude smashed the fucking beer can in his face. He was like, nah, I'm gonna kill him. It's crazy though, because the dude thought he was like one of the people, one of the workers in their wrestling thing, and they were filming and taping, so he just walked over, hit him with a beer can, and he was like, what? The other wrestlers, they're like, yo, he's not a worker, he's not part of the show. Roger was like, yo, I don't play that shit. I want to fucking knock him out. Because he's a professional fucking MMA fighter. What is he doing? In volume time, there is no need down wick. It depends on how we close. On this type of closure, I need a bottom wick. Look at this 15. I need a bottom wick here. In here, I didn't need a bottom wick yesterday. I'm just taking this. Here, I need it. It was an empty beer can that he smashed on his own hand. No, he smashed it in his head. And then he asked him, "Oh, you're not gonna sell that? Like, why didn't you react?" He thought they were filming and he was supposed to sell that hit. Roger was like, fuck you doing, bro? I don't work here. How do you find streaming on YouTube? Are the views still the same? Well, there's 200 in here, and they used to be like 1,000, so I don't know. I guess not. But I still enjoy it, of course. That's what I do. I'd rather trade with the community than on my own in the morning. Plus, I got a whole lot of shit to say and a whole lot of questions to answer. You have an obsession with bottom wicks? No, I don't need one in every situation. In this situation, I need one. And a lot of times I'll miss the drive. A lot of times it'll save me the heartache of being in drawdown. But I'm okay with that, because it's been keeping my win rate really high. It's been keeping me, at the end of the day, it's been keeping me really profitable, not just the win rate. It's included in the private community, feed picks. From how to be a man to Florida man. Yeah, it's everything. The discussion is on everything, right? Besides trading, a lot of people in the community are profitable. There's other people that stream when I don't stream in the Discord, right? And Therapy's been on absolute fucking fire. And the signals are in there, and then discussions of everything is in there. The funding company discussions are in there. Everything's in there, and then people bounce ideas off each other in there. A lot of people in the community, they don't even, they've made, good friends in the community, and now they're just like, they trade with each other on their own. Like, there's a bunch of people here that just trade on the phone on their own. Like, because they met like-minded people in the community that they can bounce ideas off of. We family, ain't a damn thing changed unless it's you. How many in the private community? I don't know. There's a bunch of private channels. Depends on which one. This is friggin' ugly. Gold looks disgusting. What the fuck is this? Clubhouse made me a profitable gold trader. Best investment I made when it comes to trading gold. Yes, sir. Any news on 25 S2F? Yeah, I spoke to a few people today. Yeah, I'm gonna submit them all today, Jay. I did the stream yesterday. I felt like shit during stream and went to bed right after. Like, I called the stream and literally just dropped. And then I fell asleep on the couch. Woke up next to Benny. Benny making love to me and shit, licking my face. Wake up, this fat slob right here. I was like, damn, I feel like feel like I need a stretch. I'm sleeping on the couch. So yeah, I'm gonna submit everything today. You'll most likely have. My guess would be by tonight. Depends how early I'm able to get everyone's submissions. Hey, what channel is that list in? Is it in the YouTube mods? Wow, what a rejection down here. You know what? If we close below 3416.8, I'm going to look for some sells if we're able to get a closure down there. The winners list is in mods, yeah. Let's see. Okay, I see it. What else? I swear, this has been the best fucking gift ever. I'm in love with this grinder. I'm in love with this grinder. Hey, yo. Turpy, what's the deal? What'd you have today? Let's talk. And back up we go. This fucking thing, man. Man, when gold ranges, it really fucking ranges. We have any catalysts tomorrow? Let's check this out. So, consumer confidence, Richmond Manufacturing Index here at 10. Orange folders, but maybe some volume. Ain't shit going on tomorrow. Okay, unemployment claims, prelim GDP, that's fine. 8:30 on Thursday. What was the aha moment when it came to trading? Yeah. It wasn't, I never had an aha moment. I had a combination of aha moments. A domino effect of aha moments that happen over a long period of time. And every few months, maybe every other quarter, you realize some shit that you didn't realize before. And you're like, oh, wow, that's right. And it happens to you also. Like, remember, like, I don't know, like sometimes I'll give an answer and people are like, well, that just, you know, puts things in perspective or clears it up or that makes sense now with what I'm doing. Right? And it's a series of those moments, right? Over time, they just happen. Like every few months, you'll be like, oh, wow, that's what I was doing. That's what I'm looking at. That's what I need to focus on. Right? And as all that happens over time, your aha moment bag is full. And you get to go kind of cash them in and use them to your advantage. Your aha piggy bank. Yes, like that, Hank. Minutes here. This is just ugly. Uggs. It is a good time to buy? No. Very ugly market right now. Technically, you can open a buy and a sell if you're still here when this candle closes in 4 minutes. As soon as it closes, you can go buy and sell at the same time, and both will probably win. But yeah, no, I'm not buying or selling if this is where we are in 5 minutes. I'm trying to see right now that this guy is using a sitting mower to mow a grassy alley. It's been over an hour. Why don't you just close the windows or doors? I got noise cancellation windows or noise canceling doors here. I don't hear shit that goes on outside unless I have them cracked a bit. You're on the 5th floor? That's the worst. I remember waking up in my condo, I was like 20 floors up. spoke about this. And I would hear the fucking Lomo every Saturday morning. Because the condos, you know, they hire a fucking crew. And they show up on purpose on like a Sunday morning or a Saturday morning, 8 a.m. just to fuck your day up. That's even part of their slogan. As they pull up, they got the little, you know, the trailer with the, you know, the mower and everything. And it's got a fucking picture of Jose on looking like fucking Don Quixote. And it says, "We're here to fuck your day up." Orale, Holmes. Yeah, these guys. Where's my lighter? Buy earplugs. Sleep cheap and good. Why don't you just wear some headphones and just go to YouTube and turn on Peace and Quiet, right? And blast Peace and Quiet through the headphones. Quiet noise. Price action looks like your morning shits. Okay. I'll just have to trust you on that. No need to prove anything. They're building a massive event center. Red and green shits. Yeah. Nate clearly has an Only Toes account. What the fuck? You gotta get the hell out of this range and stop printing side by side. I mean, we'll be here through 11, but we really gotta stop this nonsense. I think we drew this up yesterday. Right, we get this whipsaw and then we just range halfway here. Drew this up yesterday. Snarful. It's 10 seconds on future. Oh, I drew it a bit differently. Yeah, this is how we drew it up yesterday. It's gonna whipsaw and then it's just gonna range. This is what we drew up yesterday's stream, and then I think we even got the candles right. Wait, hold on. I think we got the candles right here too. Yeah, bullish, bullish, bearish, bullish, bullish, bearish, bearish. Bullish, bullish, bearish. Oh, yeah, we got him right up until here. That's hilarious. Yeah, I mean, it kind of held support, but I'm not taking anything till we close above the resistance there. Because it held support within this ugly range. That's a night for you. School tomorrow, appreciate your works, and the wisdom and jokes are always good. Combo. I gotcha. Yeah, I would go on for Zod. Yeah. School tomorrow. See, I like that. Farzad is really hustling. He's bouncing between school, between this school, between learning to make himself himself irreplaceable. Right? You add value to yourself as a person, as a moneymaker. And then you'll always be in demand. Wix, can you do the crib walk with the
What's a crib walk?
yeah, listening. You seen the dudes? The dude comes outside and he sees Buddy with like his pants sagging, and then he looks to another side of the street and their buddy with pants sagging even more. And then he looks back to the other way, and Buddy got his legs, like his fucking pants just wrapped around his feet. And then he looks the other way and Buddy's just fucking has his pants tied to his leg by a shoelace and just dragging behind him. Like, who's got their fucking pants sagging lower? Dude didn't even put them on. He just had them tied to his leg, just dragging them behind himself. Like, that's gangster. It's that walk, that blue face. I don't even know, bro. I don't know who the blue face is. I know what a crib walk is. I don't know what a crib walk is. What's that dude's name that does the quick run through the cribs? He blew blew up just by running through the cribs. He'll do like a 20-room walkthrough in like 30 seconds. Go get your fucking shine box. Market really pushing here, huh? Heavy moves. I was looking, bro. The kid cracks me up. Yeah, it's funny. Speed Tours, Trent Miller. Yeah. Speed Tour. Speed Tour. Speed Tour. I think I seen his first video. I was like, what is this bullshit? It's never going to work. And then he goes, Speed Tour. I'm like, wait, that might work. And it worked. Blew up. It always looks stupid to everyone else until you make it. And then everyone's like, oh, I knew it. You're a genius. Speed Tour. Speed Tour, Benny. Speed Tour. Benny does nothing but speed. Bro, why you live in slow-mo? Everything you're doing, bro. Stop. Even that bite was slow motion. You see how fast I got out your way? Got no motion, Benny. Pop. Boom. That's a good one. This is Louisiana rub. Okay. Yeah, not much going on here on gold today. Really ain't shit going on. Let me get this out the way. Yo, can you not hump the Labubu? Watch out. Move. Thank you. Unbelievable. Damn. Rip it up? Yeah, he ripped it. Put a hole in the head. In the back of the head of the Labubu, there's a big hole. I ain't gonna show it to the kids. Ain't gonna happen. I have to clean up the rest of the office so I can open everything up. It's gonna get it a little bright in here right now. Come on. Out of breath already. I need all my gym rats to move down here to South Florida. So we can fucking start grinding. He deserves a pig ear. No, I got him some bacon. Oh, pig. Yeah. South Florida Gym Crush? I think it's about time, Bougie. It's about time. Ex-gym rat, but once you're good, I can be a personal assistant. All right, I need people down here. On a hunt for a ginger Latina? I think you're better off looking for them here. You're better off. You'll have better luck finding a Latina in Florida, I think, than you will in Vegas. With a truck. Gotta have a truck. Why can't she have a truck? I mean, if she has a truck, she's probably like a ginger redneck. No truck means Bougie got to buy it. He could do that. He's getting payouts. He's chilling. Chillin'. Steve-O at the door. Come on in. Just get me out of this range, please.
Yeah, let's go.
Soon, Trump holds cabinet meeting. I knew it. Boom. See? Now on schedule. Every day. Something going on. Cabinet meeting. Biden could never. He would never do this. He would never drive the markets like this on the daily. I have a cabinet meeting. I think that's coming maybe in an hour or two.
Biden has to take a nap every 90 minutes.
Biden be over there looking for his yogurt, for the Jello. I got any cherry? Looking for that Jello. Y'all see my fix-a-dent? No? Folks, see folks. Well, I mean, we secured the bacon for the day. Well, I secured the bacon for the day. I'd love to secure some more bacon on stream here. Come on. Anything. Something. 10:22 here, so we got 8 minutes for this 30 to close. And then we're coming up on 11 o'clock, which will be the last 30 minutes to an hour of volume before London close. Maybe we'll get something then. Maybe we'll get a closure outside the range by then. Right? Man, patience. Patience is like, in trading, it's like silence in an argument. That's kind of how I look at it. Like, it makes the other side reveal itself first, right? Just think about it. When you're in an argument, you stay quiet, and the other person, eventually slips and shows their hand and exposes their weakness. Same thing I kind of believe happens here. Right? If you jump in too early, you're basically arguing with price action. You're trying to convince it to do something it hasn't confirmed yet. Why? If you just sit back, you let the candles form, you let the liquidity show the market reveals who's in control. Buyers or sellers, and then most traders, I think, fail because they can't wait for the reveal, right? They're too excited. They need to be in there. They need to be right beforehand, right? But you don't have to be first. The money's not in being first. It's in being right when the truth comes out, right? You want to be on the right side of history, on the right side of truth. You don't want to just, it doesn't matter if you're the first one there. I gotta finish this J. Every time I keep talking, this shit dies. $210 in here. W. Can we get to 300? 300. Where's my 300? I just feel like getting in ahead of time, or when the market hasn't revealed itself, it's like, you know, I don't know. I don't want to feel smart, right? I want to feel rich. There's a difference between feeling smart and feeling rich. And that's how you want to approach things, right? What's the deal? Gold up and down like a merry-go-round. I used to love the rain. Now I hate it because every time it rains, it like pulls at my arm. My arm gets stiff. Ms. J? Well, let's do a J. Chat, don't forget, right now, Top 1 Futures is running a giveaway, right, on top of the discount. So if you use code WIX, you'll get a discount of 50% on any account. But go with the instant funded, skip the challenge, go with the instant funded. But you'll also get entered into a giveaway. They're giving away $1 million worth of instant funded accounts. So I think like 40, 25K accounts. As long as you use code WIX, you get entered into that giveaway. And yeah, and good luck. Because if you win, it's 25K instant funded account. So buy one and chance to get another one. Yeah, that's number one. Number two, go join our free Discord. Free Discord. I believe Terpy will be streaming tonight, right? He'll be streaming in the Discord. You should come for Asia more often. I will, like, maybe once or twice a week. I enjoy Asian. It's calm, it's a vibe. But I enjoy New York too. New York's a vibe as well. This is just terrible price action. But the good thing about this is when, like, remember what we said, when we range heavy like this, whenever we break out, it is a strong breakout. So maybe we'll have that on our side, right? Let's see if we can break out. If we can break out in the next hour, that would be interesting. Figured I'd eat some fruit. All the best traders I know eat fruit. Some eat mangoes, some eat kiwis. I eat apples. I enjoy a good apple. Sell stop 3373.91 for Alex. Oh, you're on spot. Stop drilling on me, bro.
I was getting ready to say, why are we even talking about that? Jeez.
Yeah, we got nothing here on futures. Apple a day keeps the doctor away.
Yes, sir.
Very true. I noticed that I don't get sick when I eat apples. Should do this. Should you scratch your eye? Hey. Come on. I'm guessing your sell stop is on the flip of the candle, right? To calm down. But then again, look at the hourly. The hourly was bullish, and then it's a bit bullish. Might come up. Gold spot looks different. When it ranges, it typically does. It's when it drives that it looks similar. But when the market ranges, it'll typically create different ranges. I mean, it's still doing the hourly bullish flip. Not too different here. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not looking for sells there. Not until we close below 3416.8 or below this 1 hour range altogether. Wait, you have the roll. Wait. But you have access, right, Sam? Like, you're in there. You wrote that in the channel that you didn't have access to before. Sunday on. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, so I gotta do a deeper dive. I don't know why it's not linear, because technically Bougie's in there, and it's supposed to let all the mods into the Sunday unfiltered. I'm not sure. I gotta mess around with it. I mean, today's been one of the ugliest days on gold that I've seen in a long time. What is that? Just NQ? That is nice. Nice position. NQ. I don't know. On days like this, make me want to look at NQ for US 30. No, I didn't have access to it. Just clicked on the link that Jay shared. Yeah, I gotta figure it out. Do you have an Instagram? Yeah. Estimation point IG. Oh, whoops. Thank you, Nate. It's getting a little tough. Yeah, if we're not out of here by 11, I think we'll call it. Yeah, I'm home till around 1:30. If I see something by then, I'll call it. If we start pushing out of here. If not, at 2 p.m., gotta take kids to the doctor. So pick them up from school, take them to the doctor, all that fun stuff. Got to take the baby to a cardiologist. They found a arrhythmia in her heartbeat, so we got to take her to the cardiologist today. She's got like an extra beat. Yeah, thank you. 15 closed. Yeah, did you get activated there? Yeah, we can get a closure above 26.8. I'll look for some. Which wicks? 10 or 11? It's 12. It's the baby wicks. The baby wicks, the one that just turned 6 2 weeks ago. The baby. I'm gonna pick all of them up from school at the same time. They're all gonna go to the hospital with me. I mean, to the doctor. And I wonder, will we close above? And I wonder. Direct line with the Lord. All prayers appreciated. Yeah, that channel should be available to all mods. I don't know, Jay. Gotta mess around with it after. But we'll get it fixed. Eddie said, I'm here for the women, not trading. Didn't even know you were here. W. Thank you, Sam. Consistency score is 37. You got to keep taking wins. The bigger the wins, the faster that goes down. He's got to have his best day less than 20% of his profits. So what you got to do is you got to have a couple of days with really big profits. How you do that? Don't close, don't secure your positions, just move stops to break even, let them run. See if you can get one or two to go. Look at this. Pulled up heavy here. Tapped resistance. A little reaction there, but can we close above? Come on. Give me disclosure. Do a little more money to drop 220. Damn. On stream poetry. Ben, is that the account you won? Or is that your own account? Have you heard about no 10-second trades on InstaFundeds? I don't know. I don't know what you mean. Close above, please. God, please. I never heard nobody pray to just get a setup. I heard people pray in drawdown. I heard people pray in profits to get to this shit to their full TP. I never heard somebody pray just so this shit could close above, just so we could start thinking of a position. Oh, you're in buys already. All right, all right. Close above us will take you to TP. I get it. All right, all right. Last 5 before we close on the hourly, coming up to London close. Maybe for London close, right? The last 30 minutes, 11 to 11:30 roughly. We usually see some volume for London close. And I think we could see a little bit of volume once we get a closure above that could take us up to the top of the range. Let's just get these closures. All right, what are we doing? Yeah, we're a minute away. 30 seconds. All right, closed above. Top wick. We just need a bottom wick here, gang. Come on. 1 hourly candle. There's a bit of a wick there. Yeah, we got a wick. This one. Got about 6 pip wick. Lock it in. Bottom wick and I'll be in there like swimwear. I'm gonna be on it like shit on Velcro. All right, we got this bottom wick gang. I think it might be a current candle stop here. That is a small stop though. So 3428.1. Oh. Just risking today's profits. Perfect. We've been waiting for this all morning just to break out of the range. It's a really small stop. If it comes back on us, and then if it re-breaks, I mean, we'll re-enter again. Limits. 29.7. $34.26 is a good stop. Top of the last range. Yeah, it's going to be the bottom of this current candle. Whoa. All right, gang, I'm going to go break even here. Secure partials right there on the live. Partials right there. Oh, no. Damn. That took away some of my profit. Damn, that was fast. That was fast. Whoo. Whoo. They started coming back real quick. I managed my live, and I almost missed it on the funder. Good job. Congrats. W's. Well, we secured. Yeah, I don't want this shit to come back down and create a steeper wick on the hourly and then come back up. Great, right on time, smooth. Yeah, I moved it up. That might have closed the runner at like maybe -1, but I closed at the perfect time. Yeah, I closed here at 14 pips. And then it freaking came back to be. Sorry, 12 on the live. Oh, I think it was 14 here. That's so funny. You don't, oh, that looks good. You don't want this to come down and re-break this low, because if it re-breaks the low, yeah, even if it eventually comes back up, it will be a heavy pullback. There's some range to pull back here. Right? This isn't your A+++ setup, you know? This isn't the A1. It's like that Worcester sauce. Worcestershire sauce, or however the fuck you say it. Have you considered using a free MT5 trade manager? Could be useful since you're struggling to manage 2 accounts. It's just a lot. It's not only 2. It's Worcestershire. I can use this. I got
Worcestershire's
Worcestershire
sauce.
sauce. I could use the wizard buttons if I wanted to. Damn, these got more layers of dust than this shit. There's so much dust on this. I don't know if you can see that. That's crazy. Smart keys, wizard buttons. Damn. You know when I got these? I got these in 2020. 2021, I think. I thought this was the greatest shit ever for like 10 days. And then it was just easier to do everything with the mouse. Very gimmicky. I think it's more counterintuitive. I'm more like, I found that I was really impulsive with these because I just wanted to click the button. I just wanted to click the damn button on it because it's the button. It's cool and it's the damn button. And this thing, it made me really impulsive. So I got away from it and just having the mouse, like, it's very natural to what I'm doing, having the mouse. And it's I don't know. It's less impulsive when you're just trading with the mouse. You don't have the need to click a button. You're like, why do I need to click a button? But I got these keys. Let's click it. No. So I don't know. I don't find them good. They don't bring out the positive emotions. You know what we got to do? We got to update the record. Nobody says update the record. Oh, secured perfectly. Got partials. 525. Wiggs, you never take trades on stream no more. I got 2 trades in today.
That's it for the week.
That's it for the week.
That's it.
I'm overdoing it. Overdoing it.
Everything else will be on the channel.
Where Rob at? Look at this shit now. It came back. Didn't go any further than we were topped out where we were. Benny, we eating steak. It's a steak type of day, Benny. Yeah, boy. Why we get a push after the breakout? We did. We got a little push. It only pushed overall 15 pips. I think eventually you'll fill this range, but I don't know when. Market's kind of extended here, but remember what we were talking about yesterday or the day before yesterday? Like, you can be overextended, but in volume time, right? London close, and the candles are printing heavy, right? You're getting big candles until they start becoming smaller, right? Until you start getting smaller candles, you still have volume. So we had big candles here. You're expecting this one to print big too. You take your profits, whatever it gives you here. And then eventually you see it, oh shoot, it's printing a small candle. Volume's dying down. We might range, we might reject. You need more volume. You need heavy candles now to come in. Or you need a strong rejection here. You come back down in range, close bearish, right? Maybe the next can. I doubt because it's not volume time, but I know I'm going to be off of here. But maybe the next one comes in and, you know, actually brings you back down. I just doubt it because we had the strong bullish closure, right? I think we'll find a support here and head back up. But if you get something like this, what are you gonna expect? Right? Look what happened here. Look what happened here. Look what happened here. Look what happened here. I expect the same thing. Otherwise, why the fuck is it holding, right? Why are you closing back below the range? Otherwise, it would just hold this area. But because of such a heavy push up, you don't want to bank on it right off one candle, right? Wait for that closure. Wait for the market to try to come up here, fail, right? And then look for the break of the lows then. Break of the lows, break of support. All right, start taking this. Like I said, you're so heavily bullish, that's the off chance, right? Otherwise, you're above here. You know, it came down, grab more orders, and let's come back up again. It'll probably fill the range. But we got what we expected, right? A push after these heavy candles, big candles closing. You're expecting at least the same type of energy. You're expecting these candles to match the previous candle energy, right? And they pretty much all did. You don't trading inside the zone. Today's giveaway time? No, not today. Bang, getting them good meat? Yeah. Can you explain why the logic behind you? Why Dan? Who's Dan? Only would take one trade per day. It's the reason I learned to trade because I'm greedy. Obviously, there was some reason to it. What, taking one trade a day? Because someone once said that your brain can only make 2 to 3 high-quality decisions per day, right? And then Roger kind of ran with it. I ran with it. Don ran with it. Nick ran with it. Because in the grand scheme of things, in the general sense, it's very true for the most of you, right? There are some outliers. There are some people that can do way more and have bigger outcomes. But for the general public, most of you, if we're speaking rule of thumb, then 1 to 2 trades a day is a great rule of thumb because it keeps you accountable to yourself, right? You're not just going there and just wailing away at accounts. I started sitting for 3 hours every single day for only one, so that's why I wanted to learn, because I want to take and make more money. Yeah, you could do that. Or you could just bet heavier on that one. Up to you. Speech to text really ain't working right now. Tried to have you on that one gray for a very long period of time and it paid off very well. The gecko, but the burn was a very oh man. It's I don't know. I had my time of running it up. Right now I'm in the let's keep it mode. Right? And so I have no need to bet heavy, right? But whatever I bet is still it pays well. But the goal shouldn't be on trying to run up an account. The goal is to preserve capital. And when you can preserve capital, you can slowly grow it. Had a stroke trying to read that. Yeah, 12 minutes here. I think I'm gonna call it here. Got 2 trades in. Got some pippets. Let's call it. It's also so different because I'm literally half your age, have 0 dependence, 0 liabilities, and my risk profile is way more aggressive than yours. Yeah, man, I have a lot of responsibilities. Like 4 dependents. At some point, you know, it's like riding a motorcycle. When I started riding a motorcycle, I was so aggressive. I was just trying to, I loved it. It was when I started trading, it was just like, oh man, this is all I'm absorbed by. Right now, it's like at one point you were so hungry and like you would do anything for it, and then at some point, it's not that you're not hungry. It's just you understand the risks and you understand like the value of a slow grind because I'd rather trade in the heartache and the excitement of trading and the ups and downs for a peaceful trade, right? For just a simple, peaceful trade whenever it does show up, because I know they're coming. Today I had 2 of them, right? And we've done pretty well. We've made over $2,000 combined between the live and the funded. It's a decent day. It's okay. It's not bad, but you know. We've had 10, we've had 15 grand days, but like we had big, really bad days. But at the end of the day, I think peace of mind, especially when you're trading, is the most important thing. And I can trade in a way where I'm in the market and I have a peace of mind. And when my profits come at no price, not even a price of stress, it's just a win-win. So I'm super patient these days. Like I was in a lot of stress at 200 pip drawdown. You know what I mean? It's fun. It makes for good content. But at some point, you want your trades to come in peace. And over time, you'll realize that like that's where the long game is. That's where the money is. There's no way you can be stressed out for 20 years every single day and think it's good for you and be excited about it every single day, every morning. No, like it's got to come at a peaceful pace. So, these trades either come to us or, I'm not going to stress them, not going to force them. And everybody's, everybody got their own perspective on what they like, what they don't like, and what keeps them, what's comfortable for them. I'd love to do the math on the amount of trades that we've had over our last 2 years and see how Pineapple Trades did and how our extra big stop losses worked out because things change over time. Yeah, maybe. It was just, it's too stressful to do that. There's times where it makes sense and it's stress-free. There's, and the key is to understand when. And if you make it stressful, you don't get too, emotional, too impulsive in the trades. And they seem to be higher quality positions, not just because of the entries, but because you manage those trades a lot better. You understand where to manage them a lot better. And it's kind of been my view on things. It's tough for me to be treating with my community on Zoom here and their input because it affects me, makes me want to manage. I would expect them to. Not, you just tell people to keep their fucking opinions to themselves and not to teach anyone else to trade in the community, right? We're all trying to learn one thing. Like, you got your own way of trading, great, but trade it that way, but, don't bring your teachings into here. So you tell your community, hey, this is about the way I trade, not about the way you trade. If you're in here, you probably want to learn the way I trade, right? Otherwise, you wouldn't be in here. Luckily, it's my friends. I got power. How much I risk per trade? 1 to 5%. Anywhere between 1 and 5%. Very rarely 5. Typically around 2 to 3, but anywhere between 1 and 5 is normal. Anywhere in between there is fine. All right, I'm gonna call it a session here. Let's ride out. Let's enjoy our Tuesday. I gotta go pick up my kids from school and take them to cardiologist. Hopefully everything goes well. Wish me luck. Say a prayer. Congrats to everybody that took the dubs with us. Thank you, Zoom gang. Appreciate you guys coming through. Thank you, Mons.
You know it.
Yes, sir. I think Turpy will be on in the Discord tonight, so join our free Discord and join the stream.
One-handed bandit.
Yes, sir. Yeah, love you too, Santos. Yeah. Chat. We'll call it here. Love and wisdom to you all. As for me, my time here is up, and just like that, another New York session is in the books. Thank you for spending this morning with me. It was a productive one. Great stream. Appreciate everyone for showing up here. The 200W. Bye.